Hey, I'm Jenni Carlson here with new Oklahoma State offensive coordinator Todd Monken. Todd, first of all, talk a little bit about the decision. You are recently promoted to the quarterbacks coach in Jacksonville, and now here. Talk about the decision to leave the NFL and come back to the college ranks.
Well, it was an easy decision. I felt it was time. I'd been a coordinator before, but not at this level. I obviously knew what they had coming back offensively. And being a friend of Mike's and being here before, obviously it was a challenge that I wanted. And so I was fortunate enough to where, it all worked out.
Talk a little bit about how you sort of think about influences. I mean, your dad was a high school coach, but you've obviously coached with Jack Del Rio and some other pretty outstanding coaches. How do you sort of, when you started thinking about influences, who are those guys that you point to?
Well, I try to not get into that because I'm going to leave somebody out. But when you're in coaching, you have so many different people that influence you. Obviously, it starts with your parents. That's first and foremost. How you're raised, what your core value system is. So nobody's going to have the impact that they have on your life. So that I just kind of stick with that. But everywhere I've been, throughout my career, someone's had an influence of how you treat people, how you go about game planning, how you go about preparing and treating people. So,
what are the challenges that excite you most about coming back to the college ranks and calling plays, something you haven't done in a few years?
Well, the exciting thing is exactly what you said, calling plays. Again, I think there's a different feel of being at the college level than the NFL level, dealing with younger kids. So, but there's an excitement to it. It's a new challenge. I think anytime there's a new challenge, I think that's the biggest thing, is just challenging yourself and believing in yourself. Because it would be easy just to stay and say, okay, I'm a position coach. Okay, is what I'm going to do. I'd like to stay in the NFL or be just a position coach and not elevate yourself to that stage. And I think that's what you have to decide. Do I want that? Because if you don't, then don't do it. Because with it comes the pressure of those things that when you get elevated. So, the timing is right to do it, and I wanted that challenge.
How is play calling different than not play calling? I mean, obviously, I know that on game day it's a little more stressful, but is that really where the challenge lies, or is it more in the preparation? How do you sort of break all that down?
Combination. I think most of it lies in the preparation. Your film study and the preparation for what you're going to play, what you're going to call, and then you're talking about then how do you get your players to execute it on the field, because play calls are important and understanding what a defense is trying to do to you. But I think number one is that your players understand when it's called and then being able to go and execute it, because you can dial up any number of plays, and if they don't execute it, and worth the darn.
Obviously, a lot of excitement about Oklahoma State a year ago and what they did offensively. What can people expect in 2011? Have you been able to put your finger on that just yet?
I don't know. I don't even try to. I mean, you're going to, you hear it and you know how well they did. I try not to put any added pressure on that part of it. Obviously, you want to be able to score points, not turn the ball over and win games. That's beyond that. There's a number of ways of doing it. So that's kind of the starting point.
Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it.